guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Erin, and I am currently here in Antigua, Guatemala for a few days exploring. If you're new here, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Scenic Traveler. My name is Erin, and I have been traveling internationally for a decade and have been to almost 40 countries around the world. My aim as a traveler is to explore and discover the world's beauty one scenic route at a time. In today's video, we're embarking on a journey to one of the most enchanting and historically rich destinations in Central America, Antigua, Guatemala. Nestled in the lush highlands, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a living testament to the country's captivating blend of Mayan and Spanish colonial influences. From its cobblestone streets and centuries-old architecture to its vibrant markets and breathtaking natural landscapes, Antigua has something for every adventurer, history buff, and culture enthusiast. Join me as we explore the hidden gems, soak in the local flavors, and immerse ourselves in the heartwarming spirit of this charming city. Antigua, Guatemala was first founded in the early 16th century by Spanish conquistadors. It thrived as the capital of the Spanish colonial Guatemala for over 2 centuries, boasting opulent architecture and cultural richness. However, a series of earthquakes, particularly the 1773 Santa Marta earthquake, led to its abandonment as the capital and subsequent preservation as the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, Antigua stands as a beautiful preserved colonial gem, drawing visitors with its historical charm and cultural significance. To reach Antigua, Guatemala, you typically start by flying into the largest airport in Guatemala City, which is the country's main international gateway. If you're flying into Guatemala City from the United States, you can usually find a number of flights to Guatemala every single day. We ended up flying from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale and Fort Lauderdale to Guatemala City with Spirit Airlines, just because it was the cheapest and best option for us, but there are certainly other carriers flying to Guatemala from the United States. Once you've gotten to the airport in Guatemala, you can take a taxi, Uber, or shuttle service directly to Antigua, which is usually an hour to an hour and a half drive away. Alternately, you can use public transportation such as buses or shared shuttles, which are budget-friendly options but do take a little bit longer. Overall, Antigua is well connected to the airport, making it relatively easy for travelers to access this historic city from abroad. Hey guys, we're here in Guatemala. We just landed. Really excited. We're heading to our hotel in Antigua. Travelers bound for Antigua, Guatemala should be aware of a few logistical items. First, familiarize yourself with the local currency, the Guatemalan quetzal, and consider having some cash on hand in the event you aren't able to use your credit card. Secondly, while English is spoken in many touristy areas around the country, knowing some basic Spanish phrases can be very helpful in your journey. Third is the weather. Certainly be prepared for mild climate by packing layers. Usually the evenings can get a little bit cooler, but I also recommend if you're traveling in the rainy season like I did, come prepared with rain gear. Umbrellas, rain ponchos, you name it. It will likely pour for many hours, so come prepared. If you're here in Guatemala in June, which is also rainy season, I would make sure you're prepared for all elements, especially downpour or rain. Fourth, keep safety in mind by staying vigilant against pickpocketing. We never had any issues when we were there, but like anywhere you go, be aware of your surroundings. Antigua is situated at an elevation of around 1,500 meters or 5,000 feet above sea level. If you're not accustomed to high altitudes, like I am living in Chicago, take it easy during the first few days to acclimate and stay hydrated. Some visitors do experience symptoms of altitude sickness, such as headaches or shortness of breath, but they typically subside within a few days. Here's my list of the top things that I recommend that you do if you're visiting Antigua, Guatemala. First on the list is to visit the most well-known place in Antigua, the Santa Catalina Arch. The Santa Catalina Arch in Antigua, Guatemala is a historic 7th century archway that once connected the Santa Catalina convent's cloistered nuns to a school, allowing them to pass between the two buildings without going outside. Second on the list is to wander through Park Central. Spend time in Antigua's Central Square, Park Central, surrounded by landmarks like the Cathedral de Santiago. Enjoy the lively atmosphere, watch street performers, and immerse yourself in the local culture. You can also find a variety of shops surrounding the square, including banks, ice cream shops, souvenir shops, and restaurants. Third on my list is to climb a volcano. You can embark on an adventure to climb one of the surrounding volcanoes, such as Pucaya. hike through the volcanic landscapes, witness stunning views, and if you're lucky, experience lava flow up close. We actually had plans to hike one of these volcanoes, but unfortunately had to cancel due to the rain. Which, as a side note, if you do come in rainy season, it tends to rain a lot more in the afternoons, so plan your hikes or exploring in the morning, and then you can do any chocolate or coffee sampling inside in the afternoon. Speaking of coffee, number 4 on my list is to take a coffee tour. You can discover Antigua's rich coffee heritage by joining a coffee tour, learning about coffee making process, from bean to cup, visit coffee plantations, and enjoy tasting of Guatemala's renowned coffee varieties. Number 5 on my list is to take a day trip to Lake Atan. If you only have one day to make this trip to the famous lake, also known as the Lake Como of Central America, I recommend booking a day tour with a guide to visit all of the best that the lake has to offer. I do have another video about my time at this lake, which I'll link to the description box below, which I was able to spend a few days in, but if you only have one day, this is the best day trip from Antigua. Your perfect day trip to the lake includes a scenic drive from Antigua to the lake, followed by a boat ride to explore its charming lakeside villages such as Panajel or Santiago Antolán, also while soaking in the breathtaking views of the towering volcanoes and serene water. Number 6 on my list is to learn Spanish. Antigua is a popular destination for learning Spanish due to its renowned language schools, so you can immerse yourself in the language and culture by enrolling in one of these courses where you can improve your skills while exploring the city. Number 7 on my list is always a popular one, but it's discovering chocolate making in Antigua. You can delve into the world of chocolate by visiting one of the many chocolate workshops in the city. By learning the cacao beans journey from tree to chocolate bar, you can also participate in hands-on activities and savor the delectable chocolate creations. Number 8 on my list is to go to the Artisan Markets in Antigua. Antigua is very well known for its vibrant artisan markets where you can browse through the stalls brimming with handcrafted textiles, ceramics, wood carvings, and traditional Guatemalan souvenirs. You can haggle with vendors and take home a great souvenir or gift for friends. Number 9 on my list is to visit Alamir Park. This is a beautiful and picturesque public park adorned with beautiful lush gardens and colorful flowers. It has a central gazebo and stunning views of surrounding volcanoes, making it a serene oasis in the heart of the city, perfect for relaxation and soaking up the local ambiance. It's also the perfect place to have a drink and admire the beautiful landscape and beautiful surrounding volcanoes. Number 10 on my list is to climb to the top of the Hill of the Cross. This is a prominent landmark in Antigua, Guatemala, offering breathtaking panoramic views of the city and surrounding landscapes. It's perched atop a hill, and it is accessed by a short but steep path, or you can take a taxi to the base. From there, visitors can ascend to the cross and enjoy the stunning vistas of Antigua's colonial architecture, nearby volcanoes, and picturesque valley below. And as an added bonus, I also highly recommend taking a tour of the surrounding towns and mountainscapes near Antigua. We took a bike tour of the area, but you can also do an ATV tour, or you can rent a car to check out the surrounding area. We ended up biking around 17 miles to the different towns, chocolate shops, coffee shops, even a macadamia nut farm, all while kind of being surrounded by the most beautiful and lush landscape. I'll put the link for this tour in the description box below. It was truly one of the most incredible tours I've done, and ways to see the area and learn about the region. It was a little tough at times, admittedly, given it was a very hilly area, but still very worth it. And that wraps up my Antigua, Guatemala travel video. Check out my travel blog post with more details about visiting this region in Guatemala in the description box below. You can also visit my other travel blog posts on my website, The Scenic Route Traveler. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel videos. Thanks for watching and happy travels.